Native, what's up? Which one of the
I
prompts
thought
do
he
you
said I
disagree?
disagreed with everything. My bad.
Huh?
No, I thought that guy said I disagreed with everything.
No, he said he agreed with everything, right?
Oh, well then my ears need cleaning. Um, yeah, I mean I disagree. I agree kinda with one, and I definitely agree with two. But I would say I disagree with one to an extent.
Okay. In what sense?
Well, I think that there's a greater threat, but I think Islam is one of them.
Okay. How's Islam a threat?
Well, I just think that in some aspects, Islam doesn't coincide with um, Christian and American values, but it definitely does a lot more than
Interesting.
Judaism.
So, like, what are American values and Christian values?
Family, God,
Family.
guns, football.
I mean,
I'm pretty aren't
Muslim.
like okay. Like, I don't know where pew pews are in the Quran. I'm pretty sure like a lot of Arab countries are actually like pretty loose when it comes to their pew laws compared to other countries.
Yeah, I just think if we get all these subcultures of other people,
Okay.
it takes away the.
Interesting. Uh,
It just.
question. I'm guessing you're socially conservative, correct?
I'm pretty far right on a lot of things, but not
Okay.
everything.
Pretty far right and socially conservative. Okay.
Like,
Right.
I'm not a big
So
fan of Trump.
okay, yeah, one funny thing to me, I would think Muslims probably agree more with you on
Yeah, for
a
sure,
lot of conservative issues
100%. I
than
love
most liberals or
Muslims.
leftists.
3 of my best friends are Albanian, and they're all Muslim. I have no
Okay.
problem with Muslims. I just think it's an overarching. You have nice cheeks, host. They're like, you know,
Interesting.
but that's besides the
Being weird.
point. No, that's besides the point.
What's a subculture, by the way? You said subculture. I'm curious to see how you define
A
that.
subculture is like a culture outside of another. So, like for example, Puerto Rico is a subculture. It's not our culture, but that's not neither here nor there.
Okay. So like
What I want to say is, I just think that if we let so many people come in here with all their vast ideas, it takes away from the American, spirit that we have.
what's the
Like,
American spirit?
I just told you, freedom, family, God,
Yeah, I'm sorry. So
things of
how
that
is it?
nature.
How is freedom an American value? But when people come here with freedom for ideas, that's not okay. So
It's really not. It's not really not Muslims. It's more just immigrants in general, and the number one is
Okay.
Israel.
Yeah, you're just saying
But
experience.
but,
Okay.
but,
I'm
but
not
what
They
I'm
really
have
here
a
to
saying
argue
whole
with you.
Quran that won't let them
his
Okay. I'm
things
not
are
really here to
okay.
argue with him. Okay.
won't let them be American
Arrest,
if
what's
they
up, man?
follow the Quran.
Arrest, what's up? Which prompt do you disagree with?
I like number one. Islam is going to destroy the United States.
Okay, so how is Islam going to destroy the United States?
It's if people come over here and they keep the Quran, you can't keep the Quran and keep U.S. law.
Of course you can.
Why-
I mean,
why can't you?
Absolutely, you cannot.
So,
So
you're,
okay,
you're
so
talking about
let's define. So for the purpose of conversation, can we agree that the definition of a Muslim?
见小朋友，兄弟东耶东耶，西中东妈呀。
Can we agree that for this debate that the definition of a Muslim is somebody who believes that Muhammad is the final prophet and final word of God?
Well, they're wrong, and our Constitution doesn't
I'm saying
support
that's
that.
No, I'm saying that we define that as person as a Muslim. That's the requirements to be called a Muslim, that you believe that.
No, we
Muhammad
can
is the
call
last
them
prophet.
Satan worshippers. That's what they are.
Okay, I need you to agree. The definition of a Muslim, right, who somebody believes in the Islamic faith, is somebody who believes that Muhammad is the final prophet and final word of God.
Okay, but at the end of the day, they're still worshiping Satan.
Okay. So I don't really care about your religious views on if you think that we're worshiping Satan or not. So specifically, why do you think them coming into the country and being Muslim, right, believing in Islam, is going to destroy the U.S.?
I just told you why. You can't keep the Quran and follow U.S. law.
Okay.
You can't do both. Why not? Because the Quran isn't based on Western values. It doesn't value free speech. You have honor killings. You have honor rapings. You have just all kinds of weird taxes that go on, all kinds of assaults that need to occur because you don't believe the exact same way that you're supposed to.
Yeah. So you're basically saying there's certain things in the Quran that I could look at which would seemingly conflict with U.S. values, correct?
Seemingly, there's no seemingly about
Okay,
it.
so
Like they just do.
just like here's a quick point, right? So we can like, do you agree that people can have different interpretations of religious texts?
I do.
Okay, do you think that like the interpretations of religious texts usually depend upon the culture you're around? So, for instance, if you're in a more conservative culture, you're gonna have a more conservative interpretation, probably literal interpretation of the Bible. Versus if you're in a more liberal environment, you're probably gonna have more liberal interpretation of the Bible. What that means?
Sure.
Okay, right. So like a liberal Christian might believe like being gay is okay, and a conservative Christian might believe that being gay
Well,
is
they're
okay.
wrong. I mean, they're
Right?
completely wrong.
Okay, but we still call both these people Christian. So is
I
it
don't
not
call
possible? So
anybody
okay,
a
so is it not
Christian.
possible
I don't
for
understand the
somebody who
term.
believes? So is it not possible for somebody who believes in Islam to have more liberal interpretations and
No.
Western interpretations of Islam?
No, you cannot.
Why not?
It's written in their book.
You already said the only
The
pure.
way that their book is written,
Okay.
you cannot have
So
interpretations that
I
go
asked you.
outside.
Let's just remember this. At the start of the conversation, I asked you, what is it? I asked you, would you agree with the definition of Muslim merely being someone who believes that Muhammad, right, is the final prophet and final word of God? You said yes to that question. You never then
No,
said.
I said they're
no, that's-
Satan
You
worshippers.
said no.
3
I
times.
asked you this question
And then,
again, and then
I
you said
just
yes.
said fine.
You said
I
yes.
said
You
fine,
agreed.
since
You
you're gonna
agreed.
push
You
your
agreed to that definition.
ideas.
You agreed to that definition. So
I don't agree with your definition.
you
I
already
never did.
agreed to it previously. So are you going back to concede
Well, I
the prior
disagree.
point that
I
you already did?
disagree with it
Okay,
now.
so now you disagree with the definition when it's fucking in the conversation. Okay, so maybe trying to listen to the words I'm saying, right? So here's kind of my problem with this
Hey,
argument.
maybe stop simping for a bunch of people
I'm not
that want
simping
you
for them.
fucking dead.
Here's
They
kind of my
want you
problem.
fucking
Wait, can I
dead,
finish?
bro.
Can I finish? Arrest. Here's kind of my problem. This argument, right? So what I'm gonna do?
The problem
here
is that
I'm-
you
can I
have
finish?
no ability
You're crashing
to
out.
identify threats
crashing
to
out.
your personal
You're
safety.
crashing out a little bit. Okay.
And it causes me
crashing out.
to have
You're
to
crashing out.
over-identify those
You're
threats
crashing
for
out.
you.
Can you? Okay.
And that's a
Stop chimping-
problem.
Stop chimping out. Okay, let's try and like keep on track here, right? The problem with my argument here, right, is that what I'm gonna do is I'm
You
gonna
don't
point.
have a
I'm
fucking
going to.
argument.
I'm making the argument currently, right? And
You
if
have no
don't
fucking
If you
argument.
don't interrupt me, I'll be glad to make it for you. Okay, right? Shortly, I'm gonna bring up some statistics by Pew Research, right? Or if we look at the research by Pew Research that show that Muslims are increasingly becoming more accepting of gay people, more accepting of trans people, and are assimilating more into U.S. culture. Now, I think the problem is if I showed you that, what you would then say is that, well, those people aren't Muslim because if believing those beliefs definitionally makes you not Muslim. But those are the people.
You understand
correct?
that there are people
am I
out there
correct in
that
that?
will have those people unalive.
Am
right?
I correct in that? Am I
They
correct
will
in that?
unalive those people.
Okay, can you answer the
Now,
question?
how do you tell what the difference is?
Can you answer
If
the
you
question?
put 2 Muslims next to each other, you have no idea if the one Muslim is the one that's accepting and the other one is not.
Okay,
You have
so,
no idea which is
yep,
which.
so that's dodge number one. Can you answer the question?
I did answer your question.
No, you didn't. What was the
Yeah, I
question?
did.
What was my question?
Your question was, would I agree with the research that Pew did?
No. So try and listen. What I said is that we can look at assimilation statistics and we can see that generally people who identify as Muslim in the United States are generally having, since like 2012 or 11, have become more socially liberal, right? And have become assimilated more into U.S. Culture when it comes to like name changes, food, clothing, etc., different like cultural aspects, right? And then I said it would seemingly to me that the next argument that you would make, or probably what you're going to say, is that, well, if those people have those beliefs, they're definitionally not Muslim because Muslims can't have like the belief of like being accepting of gay people.
Yeah,
that
that's
correct?
not my idea. That is Islam's belief.
Okay, so the problem is that the group of people that you're pointing to, who you're going to say are destroying the country, which are Muslims coming to the country, are assimilating into U.S. culture. But then when I point that out, you're gonna say, well, those people aren't Muslim and those people are Islam. I'm talking about the ones who don't assimilate. When necessarily we're talking about if they assimilate or not. So the definition of Muslim that I'm using is more useful to the conversation. That's why we should use it.
No, it's not useful. It's actually extremely dangerous.
Wait, what was the argument I just made?
You're simping for a bunch of terrorists.
Yeah, get off my.
That is your argument. You're going to
Got it.
continue to simp.
Cool.
Yeah, it's unbelievable because they don't read, you know. It's very simple. Read the books, read the Bible, read the Quran, read the Talmud. You know, if you want to see a very evil book, yeah, you know, I'm from Morocco. I have Jewish family. I have Jewish blood. But if you want to read a really evil book, then it's the Talmud. The Talmud is a really evil book.
Are you coming up here to debate like on one of the prompts?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying. I will
Which
try.
prompt are you debating on? Like, which one do you disagree with?
I'm came up to defend the Quran.
Oh, I'm not attacking the Quran.
Okay, so your question is Islam is not going to destroy.
Yeah, I'm saying Islam isn't destroying the U.S. I'm
Black
not attacking the
people
Quran.
cannot
Like I don't
be
look.
racist.
Look. I'm not religious.
I
I'm
don't.
agnostic.
I don't
I don't like
think.
any religion. But
Okay.
to be
Cool.
clear, I'm not attacking Islam. I'm actually
Yeah.
saying
Cool.
it's okay for people to be Islamic in the U.S.
Cool, bro. Cool, bro. I think that black people can be racist, and I think that Islam is not going to destroy
Cool.
yes.
So I'm glad you agree. Okay, I'm your proud warrior. So I'm trying to make sure that people who believe in Islam aren't being discriminated in the U.S. Thanks for coming live, and we kick you down, dude.
That guy was discussing about 三小朋
Yeah,
友
get out of
永
my
远
life.
都爱都
Flora, what's up?
Hey.
Hi. Which prompt do you disagree with?
Oh, disagree. Well, do I have to disagree entirely?
You can disagree partially.
Okay. I think that there is a problem with Islam. I think that it's serious. I don't think it's going to destroy the U.S. or the West or anything like that. I think that that it will, but it is very difficult in Europe for certain, in Britain and places like that. There are areas that in Sweden they're having difficulty integrating. So when you have a mass migration, I think that's where a lot of the problems are. They reproduce, just totally incompatible communities inside of countries that just are, where there's a you probably know the I don't need to articulate all this. You're probably familiar with it since you're debating this. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare Europe to the U.S. as the U.S. has a way stronger assimilation culture.
I agree. I agree with that. But it doesn't mean that. So this is what we should be doing, I think. Like if somebody, I think we should be very selective about who we bring into the country, and I think that that unfortunately, and I don't even know if this is legal, but I think that Islam should be scrutinized more heavily, or I should put another way, maybe select from certain countries or cultures that are that predict success in terms of integration, and less so from places that reproduce these illiberal, incompatible situations. I'm trying to be very nice here, because I mean, I know a lot of Islamic people, Muslim people personally over my life, and find them to be absolutely wonderful. They're also often very hostile to the places that they come from. I find a lot of immigrants to be that way, and they're delightful. But we're talking about at the level of populations, and I just think we need to.
Is there any evidence Muslims aren't assimilating faster in the U.S. faster than any other group?
No, I don't think they're. Well, I've heard recently a lot of terrible news about several immigrant groups, including Somali, which I assume are going to be Muslim. I'm hearing terrifying things come out of Nigeria. If you were to
What
ask me,
terrifying things have you heard about like immigrant groups in the U.S.?
oh no, I'm saying regions of the world where people immigrate from. I said I have heard bad news about Somalis lately. I think that there seems to be a problem there. I don't know if there is. I'm actually kind of curious. I've heard I haven't vetted the
It's
sources
just
that I
bullshit
have.
fear mongering. There's no arguments. People are just
I certainly,
people are just using individual examples like to try and like fear monger immigrants. It's like the Lake and Riley bullshit.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know that I'm saying that I don't know, but it sounds consistent with other things that are true. But might not be in this case. That's fair. Another example would be Nigeria. Now, if you'd asked me 2 years ago about Nigerian immigrants, I would be like, let's get as many as we can. But now I'm hearing that in the last decade that Boko Haram has, I mean, has unalived like 100,000 Christians. That doesn't sound like something that I don't want to reproduce that here. We have enough anti-Semitism that I'm noticing coming from seemingly every direction, and I'm very sensitive to that. Now, I'm not Jewish, but I am very sensitive.
Unless somebody could like prove to me it's like Muslims aren't assimilating as fast as other people, then obviously you shouldn't let extremists in, but otherwise I don't really care.
Scratch your YouTube
Also, like
titles are
the-
always wrong.
Huh? I
Your
know.
YouTube titles are always wrong.
I know. I'm lazy. That's why. Okay. So fuck. Okay. Fuck you.
All right.
I'm a lazy black
Are we
man.
talking about whether or not like Muslims are evil? Is that the conversation? I just stumbled in. I don't know.
Huh? Yeah. Basically it.
American Muslims are amazing, as far as I know. That's my personal
Like
experience.
the Nigerian, like the Muslims in Nigeria are like not only unaliving. It's radical. It's a radical Muslim group that's not only unaliving Christians, but like lots of other Muslims. I don't know why people like to make out this narrative that just it's the Muslims attacking Christians. It's like a subsect of Muslims who are attacking all other religious groups that disagree with them.
Okay, so what? But are they targeting Christians?
Yeah, they're targeting anyone who isn't their specific sect.
Yeah, anyone who isn't their
of
specific.
Islam.
Yeah, but that doesn't really help, because what you're describing is something that is common across the.
That's something out of any group. Like there's certain Christians who believe in the same
This
thing.
isn't
Yeah.
helping. If you
Like,
reverse
you're trying to like apply individual like radicals in any single like wider group. I could find like super.
Okay, can I also add something about the Nigeria thing, because
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
Nigerian myself. Okay, Boko Haram is some sect
Yeah.
of ISIS. They're not even native to like Nigeria. They have nothing to do with anything relating to us. There's different like people in different areas as well. Most Christians are in the south. Most Muslims are in the north. But either way, Boko Haram is like a radical subsect of Sunni. They just attack anyone that's not their version of Sunni, which will include other Sunni Muslims as well as Christians. But people emphasis on the Christians because there's a minority of them in the north, whereas there's a majority in the south. So that's why you get the hoorah about so-called G-side. But I don't know why people bring it up. It's happening to Muslims and Christians and atheists. They're just a radical group.
See, but that doesn't help. To say that other groups are being targeted makes it worse. It doesn't make it better.
But you also made the point that because Boko Haram exists in Nigeria, Nigerian immigrants are bad. Do you realize
No,
how
I
that
did,
has
I did not say that. I did not say that.
That's what you're
say that.
implying. That's
You
what
said
you're
you
implying.
said
The
that you'd be more
implication.
skeptic.
I'm
You said that you'd be more
asking-
Because of
skeptic.
the implication.
I'm
You
asking.
said that you'd be
I'm-
more skeptic towards Nigerian immigration because Boko
I-
Haram exists. That's
I'm-
literally what you said.
I'm inquiring.
Just
Okay.
asking
I don't
questions.
care. Yeah, I'm just asking
Just
questions.
asking
Yeah,
questions.
fuck off.
Just
Get
asking
out of my life.
Yeah, why does there? If you had cattle and 13% of them,
I'm just asking questions, by the way.
I'm just asking questions. Like I'm just curious.
Hate libs.
Uh,
Wait, hate
It's your
libs.
president,
Yeah, I knew it.
Scratch. Cringy leftist is currently texting minus. Cringy leftist is currently.
Damn.
Identify these people.
Was it?
Cringy
Wait.
leftist, you're texting a minus.
that's true. That's true.
Cringy Left is getting called
Just-
out in chat. Type a one in chat.
just
if you believe.
just turned 18. I'm already-
Type a
I'm
one
already
in chat if you
Epstein
believe that
Maxim.
Cringy Left is texting minors. Type a 2 in chat if you don't believe he isn't texting minors. Type a 3 in chat if you're
Wait,
confused about
one
a
if he
question. Type a 4 in the chat if you're currently gooning to this live stream.
Notice how Cringy doesn't deny the claims. Notable.
Our mom was in the room when you said that.
That's not a denial, buddy.
When I said what?
When you said
Still
that.
not a denial, buddy.
She heard all
Why
of
are
it.
you-
She heard you say that whole sentence, buddy.
It's hilarious.
Not funny, bitch.
That's not funny. You decided to come to live stream, and you decided to not have earbuds in. That has nothing to do with me, dude.
Are earbuds now required for Scratch's live streams?
Huh? No, I just said it was your decision. It's like, why should I give a fuck about like what
Yeah, it's also gonna be my decision to.
3 more years of Diddy. True. 3 more years of the Diller. I'm an atheist. Is Boko Haram going to prevail in Nigeria or not? Okay. You lost. Trump is still your president. Nobody's talking about Trump right now. I don't know like what you're doing in my chat. Like an actual bot. Like holy shit. Like
How do you figure out if someone is an atheist?
literal actually ChatGPT.
Wait, how do you figure out if someone's an atheist?
Why are you saying ChatGPT instead of ChatGPT? Excuse me.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
How fucking get it, bro?
Okay, you know what? Calm down, cringy CPT. Okay.
Oh wait,
Or
is that a
GPT.
Jewish joke, bro?
No, that's what
Cringy
mother would. No,
GPT?
that's what mother's audience was calling you after the debate. Remember, cringy GPT.
Oh yeah, they started using ChatGPT. Yeah, I remember that.
That was funny, by the way. Okay,
It was.
that was funny. I didn't Democrats release it over 4 years. Can you stop arguing over Trump in my chat? We're not talking about Trump right now. Holy shit, I'm tired.
But also, I
Wait,
mean, it's because
Oracle, I
Democrats
thought
are
your
also
master debater streak was over.
Huh?
I thought your master debater streak was over.
You know,
Like we're debating.
sometimes you just gotta continue to master debate until you finish.
Till you bust.
Yeah.
A Muslim lover. Yes, I love Muslims. I love all people.
Oh, this is the guy from yesterday, the Iranian.
I love
You
all
kicked, like,
people
instantly.
except for Descartians or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh gosh. I'm not as triggered today, so.
Who's this guy?
Burner.
Oh, what's
He's
up,
the kid.
Brandon?
Kenji Liver
Yeah, I knew
is
it.
scaly
Yeah.
sexy.
Dude, you gotta start identifying him, bro.
You know, I love.
Are you blocking his accounts?
I'm not. No, I'm not blocking these accounts. I need to
You
drop
need
some
to.
of you. No, I'm not dropping any of you. You
Alright,
guys
I
are
gotta go. I was only just here for the Nigerian.
good. Okay, see ya.
Okay, see ya. One less
Wait.
Blackie. Wait, sorry.
Here,
I
let me
didn't
read some
say-
YouTube chats. Sorry, I'm reading your chat. I'm reading your
Oh,
chat. Fuck
YouTube
you
chat.
guys. I just got on the channel. What are you talking about? Trump war. So the current subject, guys, is Islam is not going to destroy the U.S. So that's the debates we're doing currently. And black people can be racist. So those are 2 things we're talking about. There's just like a huge mega narrative, I think, being perpetuated by Trump, which is somewhat relevant. That like Muslims are coming in, they're not assimilating to our culture, and that they're like this huge like strain on the U.S. and they're gonna like do all these terrorist attacks or whatever. I think that's like a really big narrative by Mega right now. I'm trying to combat that.
Isn't that literally like just 2016?
Yeah, Muslim ban stuff, but it's like ramping up right now because all the Trump supporters are like ultra Zionists.
I thought they hated Israel. Why do they like Israel?
No, people who are Trump supporters still love Israel. Okay, you gotta be clear.
I thought there was like an era where it was like Trump was like going against like leaning away from Israel at least.
Yeah.
And then he leaned hard back into it. So I guess they just like dogs on a leash.
No. How about the schmootings that just happened in Australia? What about them? What about them? Like, what do you guys want me to say?
The Brown shootings?
I think I'm getting a raid.
From where?
I'm
Jack-
a victim of Epstein and Kenji Liver.
Wow.
Jack,
Why do you keep letting that guy on, bro?
he has like 20 different accounts, so I don't always know. I don't know. Jack, what's up? Which of the prompts you disagree with?
Scratch, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Yeah, you're talking about Islamic invasion of America, right?
Okay. Islamic invasion of America. Try not to use buzzword challenge, okay?
Muslimic.
Okay. Let's try and keep it to some highbrow intellectual conversation.
Was that not highbrow enough for you?
Oh my gosh, the leaves invade my
the Islamics are gonna
the
chip you
leaves invade
along.
my yard each fall. Okay, holy shit, right? The cleaners invaded my house when they came in. Like, I guess if we're using that liberal of a definition of invasion, fine, but we can then that it makes it meaningless. Invasion usually applies some kind of military context. Yeah. So like, what about like, why do you think Islam is going to destroy or is like a threat to U.S.?
I actually don't. I came up here to be a voice of the far right and to also push back against this kind of MAGA misconception that this is an issue. It's not an issue. You have like a 4% Muslim population in America. It's not. It is not even remotely an issue. Okay, you've got Dearborn. You've got a New York mayor that sympathizes with it. Like, this is not an issue. It's not a real issue. It's fear mongering. I think it's bullshit.
So who's fear-mongering?
MAGA.
Oh.
True.
Yeah.
This is largely
So you
true.
agree with us then? You just agree with us?
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with you on, I'm sure, probably a lot of other things.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about, is it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a reasonable position. Okay. Fine.
Cool.
I am glad you agree, though.
I think it's silly that people think this is an issue because, like, really the issue is immigration. It's not this specific religious immigration. It's immigration in general. It's not. This is not an
I
issue.
feel like one of these is the kid again. Yeah, I know which one. Eric, speak. There you go. Okay,
my
Femboy,
God.
what's up?
I love you the way kids you
How
love
do you
them.
have this many accounts?
Yo, Scratch, what kind of following do you have, dude?
It's this
It's
kid.
just
He has like
troll.
he's like 20 accounts. TikTok profile. You're not coming up. You're not
Bro,
coming
this is
up.
concerning.
It's
This is
it's
concerning.
obviously. Wait. But this can't be him. He has 500 followers. Finest University. Talk. Speak.
Finesse, I know Finesse.
Finesse? Sorry. Finesse. Sprechen.
He's experiencing some issues,
Okay.
technically.
What's the YouTube chat saying? Can anyone at any time walk in the shop at Costco or Sam's Club? Why should America let anyone walk in?
Nobody's making that point, buddy.
Well, that's an amazing argument.
YouTube chat. Okay, so YouTube chat.
Phenomenal.
People in YouTube chat. Okay, I need you to go to Sam's Club or Costco. Please get like a deal on a bundle of rope. Okay.
I mean,
then get a hook,
it's
then get a
a
nice,
fair
like,
fair
holy
argument
shit.
for immigration, right? Like we have an issue with immigration currently.
Nobody's saying that like there shouldn't be some kind of vetting process for immigrants who are coming into the country. Or there isn't
No,
some
we're
kind of
saying we
system
we
that-
should shut down all immigration. Is what we're saying.
That's
That's
not the person the
absurd.
argument was making. It's no, is when somebody
I
said,
think
yeah,
it was.
Huh? Wait, when
think
some
it
wait,
was.
wait, when somebody says that like nobody can walk into our country, so, like somebody can't just walk into like Costco or Sam's Club. They're talking about some kind of application process. Costco or Sam's Club wants as many people to be members as possible and get their membership. We want as many
Yeah.
people as possible to be immigrants, but we still want them to go through some vetting process. There's some process to get your membership. So that's obviously not the argument they're making. They weren't calling for a complete shutdown of immigration. The reason that was a stupid comment is because nobody.
I think
The
you're.
reason that was
I
a
think
stupid
you're.
comment because nobody ever made that position and nobody ever said that there should become some kind of vetting process. So I don't even know why the fucking chatter made it. Like holy
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I think you're attributing intellect where there's no intellect.
Well, can I try and steal, man?
Honestly, I agree. I actually agree with you.
I actually fuck.
I
God
do
damn
agree
it.
with that. No, that's
Fuck.
actually
God
correct.
damn it. God damn it.
But
actually, I
as
gotta
far
go
as
with
You're
immigration
not
is,
even wrong. You know what? You're not even wrong because you're right. YouTube chat isn't smart enough to make that argument. Who am I kidding?
there's no intellect there, so you're attributing intellect for no reason. But
That's basically.
to be
You're
fair,
not even wrong. You're not even wrong.
to be fair though, if we're talking about Costco, if we're talking about America, yes, Costco wants people to be there. America does not want more people here. That's the fact.
I'm an American.
Right.
I want more people to be here.
No, I don't.
We
I don't.
kind of need it.
We're
dude.
good. We're
Yeah,
set.
I want
I don't
more.
know, when you
I
say
want more.
okay, when you say
beautiful-
America doesn't want people to be here, are you saying that like your political side doesn't want people to be here?
No, I'm saying America does not want more people here. We have enough people.
Wait, but
It's
I
not.
want
It's
more
not
beautiful
even.
white
It's not
babies.
even political. It's just
What?
demographic. It's demographic.
I want more beautiful native white babies. What? Come on.
It's not. It's not political. It's demographic. It's cultural. We do not want more people here.
Demographic and cultural. Interesting. What do you mean?
Yes, it's not political.
Andrew
what's the
Wilson. Hello.
What's the demographic and cultural argument?
So demographically, we have more people than we can support currently. Also, we have people demographically that do not support the country, tax-wise. Culturally, we are having a cultural crash right now. So we are basically experiencing a huge cultural shift, like a rapid shift in the last 5 to 10 years. That
Okay,
is
what
kind
the
of
cultural shift that's happening.
just a lot of cultures that do not agree with American culture. That's what it is.
What's
I mean, you
American
can say
culture?
so. American culture is predominantly white historically.
Yeah, it is.
True. Wait, who are the main consumers of hip hop? Ooh,
You asking me?
yeah.
Americans,
Like what demographic?
black and
Black.
a
Well, okay,
minority of white.
when you think of America's like biggest exports when it comes to music, is that usually like a creation of like Hispanic and Black culture?
So wait, is music an export of America?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Is it a profitable export of America?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
How so?
Dude.
People make music and then they sell that music. Inside the country and outside. That's why people like I don't know, like Eminem and like Kendrick Lamar are popular not
They-
just in the U.S.
They sell it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Dude, dog, do you realize that Spotify makes money, right?
Okay, but the artists on Spotify do not. So
Dog,
really, where
You
the
understand,
money is
you understand
made
when I
is-
say you understand when I say export. I'm talking culturally, right? Like you're trying to say,
Okay,
oh,
but
oh,
that's
like,
not
no,
economic.
the
That's
problem
not.
is like what you're
That's
trying to say.
cultural,
No,
not
the
economic.
okay,
That's cultural, not economic, right?
You were making a cultural argument. We were addressing a cultural argument, right?
You're
So,
making a cultural argument.
You
I
literally
asked
just
about
said that
economics.
there's a cultural shift. I was asking you about the cultural shift. You then said
Okay,
it's
and I
away from
asked if
American
that was
culture.
an
I asked you
economic
what
export,
American culture is. You said American culture is white, and I said okay. I was thinking, okay, what's a big aspect of culture? Okay, well, really
No,
surface
you said
level.
what is
One
an
of the- Wait, give me a
export?
second. One of
You
the
said
big
export,
can I
not
finish?
aspect. You said
Can I finish?
export.
Can I finish?
If you're accurate, yes.
Okay. So one of the big aspects of culture is music, right? The funny
Sure.
thing is that like when people think of American music, it's predominantly creations of Black and Hispanic cultures in America. It's not white.
Culturally, I think I would agree with you. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. Like, what do you mean when you say American culture is white? What do you even mean by that?
So historically, it's predominantly white. That doesn't mean it is not black at all. That doesn't mean it's not Hispanic at all. It doesn't mean that it's not changing currently, right? I'm saying historically, predominantly. Those are two big qualifiers, right?
It's predominantly white. I don't even like what is white culture and how is that predominant?
What do you think white culture is?
I don't think there is like a unifying white culture. I don't think if you took a white person who lived in El Paso, Texas, or a white person who lived in Los Angeles, and then a white person who lived in Maine, they probably have more in common with a black person who lives near them, and they have in common
This
with
is
each
the
other.
most bullshit argument.
It's not a bullshit argument. But I
No,
think
it's the most
like the culture, like the
Dude,
culture
I
is
hear
super
it. I hear
dispersed
it
across
so
America.
often. I hear it so often from, particularly like Hispanics. Like I'm in Texas, right? I hear it from Mexicans all the time. They're like, "Oh, you have no white culture." Like, dude,
It's white culture.
you don't have any inkling of what white culture is. You've never
I'm
heard
asking
of
you.
Rome.
You keep referencing it. It's the thing that you want to protect. I think you should have a definition for it.
Well, I mean, I didn't particularly say that I want to protect
Do you
it.
want to protect white culture
Culture.
or whiteness?
I'm sorry.
Are you more interested in protecting white culture or whiteness? Because if you're more interested in protecting white culture, you should be able to actually accurately define what you're talking about, or at least be specific.
No, I'm more interested in protecting American culture, which again I go
It's
back to saying
predominantly
is
white. So you're and then you said white
predominantly white, but
culture.
not
All right, so we made a big circle, right? So
right. Yes,
I want you to
indeed.
define what it is that you value and what it is that you're defending specifically. And if that thing is whiteness, then we can just fundamentally disagree and we can end the debate right now.
You have an issue with defending whiteness?
I have an
Oh
issue
my
with,
god, I can't.
Yeah,
It's such a
there we go.
slime ball.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Like, dude.
No, it's a genuine question, honestly. I'm not saying
I
I'm.
don't think that whiteness gets preference over any other racial
Well,
distinction.
that's fair. That's fair. Do you think that blackness gets a preferential distinction?
Nope. No racial.
Okay, that's fair. That's super fair. I respect that. Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay,
I don't think
see, I don't
everybody
see why you
does,
need
but
to
I
like go
respect that.
like. I don't see like what the need is like when you basically explicitly say like, oh, I want to protect white culture, and then
I
you
didn't
start
say
like
that.
getting. Yep. Okay. Got it. Anybody else want to come up? Let's see. We got 2 people in the request, and it's probably the kid. Oh, it's Reynold. That's Persian.
Man, that was a
Cowboy.
surprisingly honest debate. Thank you.
Oh, we didn't even finish, man. We should go more into it, but yeah.
Also,
I
that
think-
was
I don't
not
think
that was
there's any
not an
debate.
honest debate.
I guess
No,
in
it
this
wasn't.
panel
Like,
we say,
This is all Nick
No, I've
Fuentes.
never
Wow.
ever heard
I don't
someone
know why
admit
we're
that they're just
pretending.
racist.
I guess in this panel we say salam alaikum.
No, we don't.
No,
Persian
it's just
Cowboy, am I
surprisingly
gonna-
racist to the current baseline on
Yeah, you
TikTok.
know what, fuck
That's
you.
what we're saying.
You're getting blocked because I'm mad tonight. Fuck you. Go. Fuck you, Persian. Okay.
Yeah, be mad, bro. Block me too.
No, I'm not blocking him. He's getting blocked because of yesterday's actions, not today's.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
So, like, what's the American culture that you want to protect here?
That's a good question, and I don't know if there's an easy, succinct answer to that. And I'm just being honest. I'm
So
not
is-
trying to circumvent. I'm not trying to circumvent your question. What I will say is I do think there was an American culture that has been lost. I think that it is kind of represented by like historical like 80s culture, maybe 90s culture, which again was predominantly white, it was predominantly Christian.
What does any of this mean? It's all it's
Wait,
so
so-
vague. It's so
wait.
vague every time. No, I just want to be clear. So the first part of his statement was, I don't know what like I couldn't really define what white culture is or what American culture is. And then he says, well, American culture like has been going away. And he says, well, 80s culture, 90s culture, white culture. What do any of these words mean? You can't give any
Like-
specific definition of like what these things are. It's just like these vague platitudes about like this like nebulous
be-
cultural
Just say
shit.
whiteness.
To be fair, all
Just say white
all
nonsense.
so it's all estimations of culture are always subjective. So it's always going to be kind of generally subjective, right? So
Sure,
it's,
but you're
it's
able
not a
to
specific
name,
thing.
like-
It's not an objective like numbers based thing, right?
You're going to be able to name like landmarks of that culture, right? You can't just point to the 80s as a decade and that's American culture, right? Like I can point to what I believe American culture is, but I just want to let you know that it stands in complete opposition to everything you stand for. And like
I
it's
don't
not
think you know
it's
what I
not
stand for, to be
satisfying at
fair.
all. It's not satisfying at all to say
I don't
I
care about your
want to end
satisfaction.
all. It's not. It's not satisfying to anybody. So I don't know what you expect to be done by sharing these political opinions.
No, I'm just
It's not
answering
satisfying
honestly.
to
I'm being asked
anybody.
questions. I'm answering honestly.
It's not satisfying to anybody to say I want to stop all immigration to the United States to protect American culture, and then when you're asked what American culture is, you say I don't know. Like, do you understand
that's
how
not what I
ridiculous
said.
that is?
That's
This is
not
just
what I
violence
said at
around
all.
the
I didn't
stick.
say I don't know what American culture is. I
You
said
said you
it's
couldn't
not
really
e-
pin it.
No, I said it's not easily defined. I think it's a fair statement.
Okay, it's not
Do you
easily
think that-
defined. Then define it,
It's-
dude.
Okay, so
Do you think that, like-
how would you define black culture? I don't think black culture is easily
Okay, so you're
defined.
just gonna like that.
Well, hold on,
no
hold on.
answer to any of our questions, Kat.
American
I answered
culture.
your question. You didn't like
American
it, so
culture
I'm
is not the
comparing
same
it to
as
something else, and I'm saying comparatively to something else, culture is not easily defined.
American culture
numerically,
is
right?
not the same as a racial culture. Okay, a racial
That's
culture
not the
could mean a
argument I'm
billion
making
different
at all.
things. Well, what you asked, what are the landmarks of black culture? Black culture and
didn't
American
ask.
culture are not comparable.
Okay. Defining culture is a comparable statement to make, whether it's black, white, Hispanic. I'm saying
Sure.
you cannot easily pin down what culture is. It is a very subjective term. It's a very subjective idea.
Okay.
Do you
I'm
think
saying,
most
like, we can
Americans-
talk about these
And
things.
therefore
Remember-
deport people.
And
So-
this, if right, you're just saying we can't take in any more immigrants right now. You're making like you're having sweeping policy changes to our immigration system, which have drastic negative effects on the economy, and it's over this nebulous culture, which you say that you haven't. Number one, okay, and you keep referencing how hard it is to define. Right, it's super unsatisfying to everybody in this conversation.
By the way, actually think about what America stands for when you make these points, right? Because what America stands for is like rallying behind the Constitution, it's value for freedom, it's like the Statue of Liberty, give me you're sick, you're broke, you're tired. You know, that's what American culture is. And if you're saying that I want to cut off all
That's
immigration,
subjective. That's obviously
no,
subjective.
that's not subjective. If you were to ask
It is.
anybody
That is
what represents,
definitionally
wait, hold on.
subjective.
If you were to ask anybody in America what represents America more, the 80s as a decade or the Statue of Liberty? What do you think they're going to say, buddy?
That's a fair statement. Yeah, I think a lot of people would say the Statue of Liberty, but I think it is all a subjective viewpoint, right? It's not a numerical definitional thing. It's subjective.
So if
So
it's
to be
subjective,
clear-
why do you think that justifies mass deportation?
Yes, thank you.
That-
Like,
that's-
why does your
that's a-
interpretation of what American culture is protecting
Justify
that
violence.
mean that you need to shut down all immigration to the detriment of the country? It just doesn't
Why
make
does it
sense.
justify violence?
Okay, well, those are like three different questions, but
No, they're
I
all the
do
same
I do
question.
think that is a good question. Is why does my subjective view of America justify shutting
Violence.
down all immigration? Right? I think that's a fair question.
Mhm.
That's what you're asking, correct?
Yeah. Why does your personal view of America justify state violence?
Okay, well, violence and shutting down immigration are different things. right?
It is violent. Like it's a violent act.
Shutting down immigration
Yeah.
or deporting people?
Both.
Okay, well, we were talking about immigration, which is not inherently violent.
Well,
Yes, it is.
expulsions at the border are going to be almost
Okay,
necessary.
but that's not immigration. That's not shutting down immigration.
No,
Like,
that
let's-
is shutting
let's
down
be
immigration.
You guys are very
Wait,
like
hold on. How would you-
specific about things, so let's
how
be
would-
specific, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
specific-
how would
You
specific-
really
wait,
care
wait,
about
hold on.
being
How would
specific,
you
so let's
shut
be
down-
specific.
How would you shut down immigration into the country
You
without
don't let people
expulsions at the
come in.
border? Exactly, expulsions at the border, right?
No, you don't let people come in.
How
If
would you
you're-
not let people come in? You would have to
You have to
expel them
use-
at the border.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand how this is not. Am I
All right, let's
insane?
say
Wait,
you're a
hold on.
border
Is this
agent
not
at the border.
tracking?
Let's
To
say
stop
you're-
somebody
let's say
from
you're a
coming
border
through a
agent at the
border,
border, and someone says, "I want in," and you say no, and they say, "Well, I'm doing it anyway." What's the next step?
it starts with an E,
Okay,
I think.
if you have a big fucking wall, they don't come in. Period.
That's not true. It's just not true. We don't live in fucking
you
1600.
don't expel them when they don't come across your border, right or wrong?
A big fucking wall is not going to keep migrants out. Do you
We're
expect to
not
not
playing.
need?
Yeah, we're not playing settlers of Catan here. We can block your opponent. From
Yeah,
road,
do you
okay?
expect to not need border patrol if you have a big
The
big
answer
enough
is
wall?
violence. Like, that's how you get people to
Okay,
do anything.
you're missing the point. Whether it's
No,
a
you're missing the
wall-
point. These are
no,
these
you
are expulsions.
dude.
Okay, this is
Like
sorry.
you
Listen,
were
this is
advocating
semantic.
for
Let's
violence
just, okay,
based off
sorry.
of your view, but
No, this isn't semantics. And he's
Yes,
walking
it is.
away
you're
from
being
the.
overly
he's,
semantic.
no. He's walking
no,
away
no, no.
from. The
I know.
natural- the
I
natural-
Reno.
Well, don't let him walk away from it, right?
Wait,
These
no,
are
I'm not going for
expulsions. Do you
shit. You're
expect
just
to
not
have a
being
wall?
specific.
No.
You-
Okay.
Do you expect to have a wall that's big enough to
Here's-
where you don't need border patrol to expel people at the border?
Okay,
Where's
you're
my-
missing the
that's fine.
point. Yes, that is
No, you're
obviously
running
a-
away from
okay.
the
You
point,
can't
yeah.
let me answer anything. First of all,
Well, you made a
Okay.
personal attack, so I'm going to respond to it. But yeah, go ahead.
did I say anything about you?
You said you're missing the point, so I'm going to reply.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are
missing,
missing
the
the
point.
point.
I'm not.
Has
but
nothing to
can
do with you
keep going.
personally, buddy. Calm down.
Well, it literally did pertain
I
to
didn't
me
attack your
particularly.
character. I didn't say about anything you personally. I'm saying
I didn't say it.
the
I didn't say it
argument
was a
you're
character
making-
attack.
Dude, calm down, bro.
Well, I mean, like you're trying to destroy my country, right? You have like somebody who is an
Your
assaulter as your
country.
profile picture. It's like it's pretty terrible, right?
True.
And I ask you why you want to do it, and you say like, "Oh, because."
I mean, you're asking me things, not
Good
let
one,
me
buddy.
respond, right?
I'm,
If you just want to
able to
attack
respond,
me,
just don't make personal attacks at the beginning, and I,
I
won't
haven't made a
respond.
personal attack at all. I'm attacking your argument.
Can we
I
stop the
haven't
whining
attacked you
and just get back
personally
to the conversation,
once.
please?
Have I attacked you personally once at all? Or
You,
have I
So
attacked
if I
you?
track
you
the,
just
the
dropped it.
original,
you
sorry.
made an address to me particularly, so I'm going to respond to it particularly.
It
Okay,
doesn't.
I don't
if
think
you
you
want-
understand what a personal
If you
attack
want to
is.
bog this whole thing down in meta, you can, but just
You've
make your
been
point.
bogging
How
Bob.
does
this
your
thing
how
down,
does
so I'm
your okay?
responding
I'm
to
gonna ask.
that.
I'm gonna ask it. How does your personal subjective understanding of culture justify stopping all immigration to the country?
You asking me?
Yes.
So I think the culture is changing dramatically. I think the demographics are changing dramatically. I think that affects the economics in
Okay,
America.
the culture is changing significantly. Okay. What are key defining aspects of the culture, and then how are the OC defining aspects changing?
I mean, do I get to answer your question, or you just want to
No,
pick
no,
apart my
I'm not
answer?
gonna. You've said this like 5 times. You're gonna have to answer that question. What are
I've
the
tried
key
to
defining
answer your
aspects of
question,
culture
bro.
and then how they're
Like
changing?
your argument's not
You're
very
asking me
convincing
different
unless you
questions.
support
I
it
mean,
with
if you don't allow me to answer your
Okay.
question, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
answer it.
like you literally like if you keep like going on these vague political platitudes, I don't care to like.
Dude, I've
listen.
said like a sentence.
No,
and
no,
a
no.
half.
I asked. No. The problem is right.
You're acting like I've gone like a 5-minute rant.
No, I
Wait,
asked.
then just answer the question then. Wait,
Yeah.
if
You,
you,
you
just answer the
guys are
question.
being absurd.
No, the
dude.
problem is I asked.
You
No, no.
cannot-
I
you
asked
cannot
you
allow me
specifically,
to
how does
speak,
your
like-
understanding of culture justify
I've tried to answer
justify
you,
this, and then
dude,
instead of actually giving me any detail on what what your
You
subjective
don't give
understanding
me
of
a
culture
chance to
is.
give you detail. You give me a sentence and a
You
half.
weren't going
and
to
I get
do it in
no
the first
detail
place.
after
You were
that.
about to
Wait,
go on
I get
another
no
dark.
detail
just let him
after
answer.
that. I get a
Just-
sentence and
Go
a
ahead.
half.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
A
Let him
sentence and a
answer.
half.
Let him answer. If it doesn't answer, then kick him. It's that
Go
easy.
ahead. Just go ahead. Jack.
That's all right. I'll save the trouble.
No, just go ahead.
LOL.
Runner.
So he said that because he doesn't have an answer to that question. By the
Oh
way.
my
There
God.
is no answer because you can't justify it. And the answer is in the second thing he said, and that's demographics.
My gosh.
And I
How could you
already
care
established
about
this
culture
with
this
the
much when
whiteness.
you don't even know what the fuck it is?
Well, because he doesn't. Because the second thing he said is what he cares about, and that's demographics.
Yeah, there's no
Hey.
need
Power.
There's no need to like coddle these like evil people. By
I
the
got
way.
on.
These
It's
people
about power.
don't
It's about
deserve like
demographics.
the.
It's about who gets to do what.
Max, my Jewish brethren, what do you think about mass immigration?
Mass immigration.
Yes.
It's a vague term.
Come on, just give the stereotypical
God.
like Jew answer. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we use it to depopulate the whites, of course.
Okay,
Base.
based.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, it's
they-
like the Groypers have turned into such pussies lately, too. It's like instead of like being dickheads like they usually are, trolls, they're just pearl clutch.
Hmm. Well, I think the worst part.
You're not gonna let me
Well,
talk.
the worst part. Okay, the worst part is that person was smarter than most mega I talked to.
Yeah, no, that guy was actually like he
He was smart enough to not bite the bullet that he wants expulsions, right? Because he knows that's violent, right? So he was like, "No, what if we just had a big wall?" Okay, what happens if somebody gets past the big wall?
That was particularly stupid. I think if you want to embrace violence, then you should probably just take that position.
Just say it,
because-
yeah.
I feel like I need to.
Okay, sorry. I
The
need
Great
to.
Wall of
Sorry.
China example.
Sorry,
is just
sorry,
such a
sorry,
base
sorry. There's
example.
I have 100 people in YouTube chat, and they're all being really dumb. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, questions for the Trump supporters. Are you ever? Okay, I don't care about your question. Give the Jew answer. It's a joke, y'all. It's a joke, y'all. It's a joke, y'all. Don't clip me. Don't clip me on that one. Don't clip me.
Flip him.
Trump called. Wait, Montreal cognitive assessment test very very hard.
It is genuinely nutty how easy like the proto ethno state arguments are. Like,
What is culture? Oh, you don't have any definition of culture.
what is American culture? How does that apply to you? Because any definition that accurately maps onto what American culture is, they deviate from like a billion times harder than any Sharia law that they piss their pants about.
True, Reynold. True. It's almost this conversation is almost like a dialogue tree, actually.
No, it literally is a
It's
dialogue
because it's
tree.
demographics. Like that's the actual thing, and you have to get down to it. You have to get down to the part where they say, "Oh, I'm just racist," and you're like, "That's bad," and then there you go.
Guys, I'm gonna start bringing up the Christchurch shooting more when people bring up the Beach Bondi shootings. What about is it, Max?
I feel like I want to probably go more of the Pierce Morgan route when encountering Groypers now. I feel like that would be a good
Dude,
The
Piers
problem
Morgan
with-
absolutely fumbled.
No, I don't agree. I think it was a good performance, but it was very specific to Nick. So like, they're probably just going to do like joke disavowals. Like you have to. The
True.
problem with the
Nick
Pierce
also
Morgan thing is
fumbled
that it
multiple
only
times.
applies. It only applies to. Well, yeah, it's counting on Nick Fuentes performing as poorly as he did, and it only
Extra
applies to
7
Nick
million?
Fuentes. Yeah, and it only applies to Fuentes. So any Groyper is just going to be like, "Hey, cringy, I disavow," and then just move on. Like you have to engage with the what is
Everybody
culture
mute.
thing. It sucks, but
Everybody mute. Okay.
Love you.
Knife, what's up?
Yo, I just followed you on YouTube and then I saw this.
Oh.
This is my first time on TikTok.
Okay. Do you agree with the prompts or what's up?
Yeah, what's the Islam is not going to destroy the U.S. and black people can be racist? So do you think Sharia law is compatible with the United States like philosophy?
Do I think Sharia law is compatible with the United States philosophy? Depends on like what like version of Sharia law somebody would believe in.
By the way,
I
Sharia
mean,
just means law, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I know we're saying law technically. I know. It's
That's
super
like
dumb.
chai tea. It's just,
I
come on.
know. We're saying law.
Okay, but I'm saying like the whole point of women can't be seen in public without a man. They have to cover their body from head to toe.
Not all Muslims believe that.
I didn't say all Muslims. I'm
Okay.
saying the when Muslims are in power in a country, that's what happens.
Really? So in
Women-
Kosovo,
women-
wait, so in Kosovo,
women
did,
lose their
so
rights.
wait, so there's a question. So in Kosovo, do women have to cover up?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
In Kosovo, do women have to cover up when they go in public?
I'm not. I don't know anything about.
The answer is
Kosovo.
Hmm.
Is it a Muslim country?
It is.
That has
It's a Muslim
Sharia law?
majority country in Europe.
Man, I wish
Muslim
there was like.
government. So that's obviously not true, right? Okay. So why do we not?
Okay,
so
but
the
you
question
cited
is,
one.
Huh? You said that in these countries that doesn't happen when Muslims in power. I give a country with Muslims in power. So literally your argument there for being correct.
Okay,
so,
but you picked one.
yeah, no
Like,
shit.
in-
You made a
in-
statement
Yeah,
about
that was a
all.
statement
You
from
made
the
a
statement.
statement about when Muslims in power, this will happen. I said, okay, here's an example: Muslims in power, this didn't happen. So therefore, your argument's incorrect. Why wouldn't I do that?
No, I said that it wasn't compatible with the U.S. and that when Muslims are in power and they implement Sharia law, like women don't have rights.
Okay, but
Period.
you made a huge logical leap there.
Yeah, you said just because Muslims are in power, they're going to implement Sharia law and make it so women don't have
So what
rights.
version of Sharia is
Yeah,
this?
even though places like Kosovo have like rights for women and they're Muslim majority, and Muslims are in power there.
I mean, okay,
They're 95% Muslim country.
okay, but if the religion literally like says that women are, not equal to men,
Mm-hmm.
Someone pull up the Bible.
Okay, so you
I mean-
understand that like different people have different interpretations of religious texts, correct?
mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like there's some Christians who think that like Adam Eve literally means that women are lesser than men, or think the Old Testament justifies slavery.
Also, people. who
Okay,
think
but
that
that's a
can-
misinterpretation of what it says.
Okay, so there can be people who believe
They
in the
say
Quran.
they-
Cool. So
Mhm.
there's people who believe, so there are people who can believe in the Quran who think that an interpretation of the Quran where women don't have rights and implementation of Sharia law is a misinterpretation. So, like, why isn't it possible for these people to come in to this country who believe in Islam to have different interpretations or, like, create different interpretations based on the culture?
I mean, okay, let me ask, is there any Christian terrorist group out there that you know of?
Currently, I have to look one up. I don't know. Yeah. Christian.
Are there any?
I'd help you, but I'm putting dishes away. But
Stable ones by the U.S.
I don't really see how that. Can you like address the point I just made?
that have then gone on not to develop.
my point is now type in Muslim terrorist group.
Army of Gods, Christian Identity Movement, the Covenant, the Sword and the Arm of the Lord, CAS, the Order, and Aryan Nations.
Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Ku Klux
okay.
Klan.
So, nice.
Okay, but okay,
Are
I'm
you gonna
saying
address- Are you
okay.
gonna address the point I made?
I mean, my point is like if you understand the Bible and you read what Jesus said in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, like he said everyone is equal in the eyes of God.
Okay, people have different interpretations of the Bible. Cool.
Yep.
Yes, they have different interpretations and they have wrong ones, just like the ones that were used to justify slavery.
Yeah. Okay. So it would seem
So
to
your
me,
interpretation-
And you know
it would seem to me that like what people believe in when it comes to religion has less to do with the actual religious text itself and more to do what's acceptable in the area that they live in or culture at the time. So that's why in the U.S. we see the majority of Muslims are accepting of like gay and trans people, but if you were to go to a place like Saudi Arabia, that wouldn't be true, right? So I don't like if the argument that you're trying to say is, oh, these people necessarily believe in this. But I don't think that's true. People who believe in religion are gonna like have different interpretations of religion based on the culture around them.
Okay, but okay, I mean this comes down to like, do you believe that there's right and wrong? Is there objective wrong and objective
No,
right
this
in the
is not
world?
what no, that doesn't.
Completely
No.
different.
The completely different point.
I
We're
I
talking
don't
about
think
how
so.
people
Okay, I mean,
behave,
just
not what is
Knife.
true.
I think you're confused. Like, what was the point I just made?
What was the point that you just made?
Yeah.
Is you said that people's interpretation like leads to their actions and they can interpret things
No.
differently.
No. I said people interpret like religious texts differently based on the like what's culturally acceptable already, not the opposite way around. Right?
Okay,
And then
so
I pointed
there-
out the fact, that like Muslims in the U.S. are majority accepting of gay and trans people, or Muslims in like Saudi Arabia aren't.
Okay, yeah, do Muslims in America have any power?
Yeah, some of them do.
They have power over gay and trans rights?
No.
Over what power do they hold?
Zoran
you
Mundami, who
want
holds
gay
power
and
in New
trans
York.
rights?
Zoran Mundami holds power in New York. He's Muslim, and he's actually wasn't one of his policies literally like supporting trans rights and like making it easier to get gender affirming care. I'm not going to say.
I mean, yeah, he's not like like coming out and just laying out like he's using these
He's not
liberal
even,
policies.
he's doing the actually the opposite of that. He's explicitly coming out in support of these people.
Yeah, yes, he's using liberals' dumb basis on life to get in power.
Oh,
Like,
okay, so
that,
well,
oh,
okay,
free
so
bus
what's
rides
happened
for
is that
everyone,
Muslims
it's gonna be
okay,
great.
so Muslims are actually here secretly, and they actually have all these super secret beliefs of actually we hate gay people, we hate trans people, and are playing to the liberal identity just so that when they finally achieve the ultimate power, you guys they can turn around and say "fuck you, women." Enslaved.
Hold on. Would you consider yourself like a conservative, like evangelical Christian?
A conservative evangelical,
Yeah,
I would
or
say.
just like a conservative Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a conservative Christian.
What are the main differences between, like, say, a moderately conservative Muslim and yourself in terms of like what you believe, other than just like theology? Just politically, like what?
I mean,
what's the
okay,
difference?
yeah. Well, the biggest one that like Muslims always have a hissy fit over is that Muhammad married a 6-year-old, and then
He said
had sex with her.
he said politically, not religiously. Like keep the theology out of it.
Yeah, just keep just go politics.
I mean, that's the basis of their. If they think that's okay in any
He's saying
regard.
he's not asking what's the underlying theology that like differences that make you guys come to your beliefs. He's asking like when it comes to your political stances, when it comes like when it comes to your political stances, like what separates you from a Muslim?
From political stances?
Yes.
From a moderately conservative Muslim, what separates you two? Like,
I
do
mean,
you-
okay. Well, that's
Is
kind
it-
of that's subjective. Like you're making up a moderately conservative Muslim, and I'm supposed to compare myself to them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just
Well,
like,
I
just
don't
want
know who he is or what he believes.
The point is to demonstrate that it is not about which religion you pick. It's about like what you can consistently value, and you're sort of you're
If you
kind
think
of in the language you're
pedophilia is
using-
okay, then it's like,
I don't
how are
think
you
it's
even going
okay,
to talk
but
to
I
someone?
would disagree with that person just as much as I disagree with you about, say, like what trans rights. You probably don't like trans people. Let's be real.
I don't think trans is a real thing.
There we go.
Bro,
Okay,
Muslims
so-
Muslims are more liberal than you. Majority more
Yes.
liberal than you are trans people.
Do
What are
you
you
know what
talking about?
do you know what jihad is?
I don't like you're actually you're more socially
War,
conservative than
struggle?
Zoran Mundami, dude, and he's a Muslim married in New York.
100%. That guy's an idiot.
Okay, so is he
like
an
I don't
idiot or
like
is he
why
an
all this
evil
fear
demon
mongering about like
scheming
not being like the
Wait,
entire
no,
you're
this is a
okay.
contradiction.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
This is
ever
a
heard like the
contradiction.
Trojan horse?
Is he an idiot or is he an evil demon who's scheming to jail all the gay people in New York? Like which one is it?
I think he used liberals and they're I don't know.
So is he an idiot or is he a secret mastermind?
I think he's an idiot, and I think a bunch of idiots followed him.
Okay, so he's an idiot and simultaneously an evil mastermind who fool all the liberals with his gay agenda.
It's not hard to fool people who are like who really think that we can have socialized grocery stores and have never heard of socialism and what it does to people.
Okay, so we're not talking about socialism. You
That's
talked
what-
about
that's
gay
what he
rights.
is. He's a socialist. He's a self-proclaimed
originally
socialist.
said,
Yes, I know,
okay,
I understand.
So I was trying to. You're seemingly what you were saying is that like Muslims who have power in America are using liberals to get into positions of power, but don't actually believe even liberal beliefs. Correct?
Yes, it's called jihad.
Okay.
That's
What's
not- that's
what's
not
your
what jihad
evidence?
means.
Okay. What's your evidence of Zoran Mudami lying about his positions?
There we go.
I don't think he's. I didn't say he's necessarily lying about his position.
You literally
I
just
said-
said that. You just
That's
said
exactly
that. I
what you
just
said. You
asked you a
just said
question. You just said that.
I just said that he's lying about his positions.
Yes, I asked. I
I'm
literally
saying-
said.
no,
I
it's-
ask you.
no, okay,
So were
okay.
you saying that like Muslims
It's more
in
of
America
an
who are trying to get into
agenda,
position
I
of
would
power are using liberals and lying about just using lying about their beliefs just to get into power? And you
Yes.
said yes, and you said yes. And I was like, okay, so what's your evidence that Zoran Mudami's doing that? Because you wanted like the most major example of those people, or like, and you then said no, I'm not talking about Zoran. Necessarily, the answer to the question implied Zoran.
Okay, jihad is not like just go.
You know,
kill
any
Muslims.
evidence?
It just means struggle.
You're
dude.
just
It's struggle
you're
in Arabic.
You're fear mongering.
Okay, I mean, you want me to finish or what?
You're just
Who am I?
fear-mongering over
Who's
nothing.
afraid? Who's afraid right now? Anyone?
I'm
No.
shivering my boots at how embarrassing you're being in this conversation.
How embarrassed? You're embarrassed for me?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Thanks. Well, I don't need you to be embarrassed for me, you know? That's kind of weird, but I'm just saying that jihad is not just like not like just a military term that, you know, go out and
Yeah,
kill
it
people.
means struggle. It just means struggle. Literally, that's all it means. It's struggle in Arabic.
Okay,
I can
maybe
double
that's
check.
maybe that's what the word means. But yes, it comes in different forms.
Okay.
Like Islam, I mean,
One day the jihadists will knock at your
Okay,
door.
I
It is
just
so-
have you ever listened to
Yeah,
Bob
let me make some positive
in
points,
the
right?
park?
So, I wanna try and like steel man your argument here. I think what you're trying to say is that there's people who believe in Islam have these extremely like radical beliefs that don't coincide with like American values, right? And let's just say like American values as in like more liberal ideas of freedom, like strong conviction in the Constitution, like natural rights, these type of things, correct?
Yes, and following a pedophile.
Okay, right. And then what you're saying, these people come over
I mean,
here.
wait,
They
you
don't
kinda
wait, can I
skip
finish?
over that.
They don't.
Like Trump?
They don't. Wait. These people don't assimilate into these beliefs, right? These like more liberal beliefs that we have, and then they are like dangerous, as in they're like changing the culture, correct? Because you think that like this is a worse culture than American culture.
I mean, 100%, yeah.
Okay. So even though I provided like evidence to you, like I talked about the Pew Research statistics that show like Muslims are more accepting of are more accepting of like gay and trans people than like their counterparts, and they are assimilating. I don't know why you would have this belief otherwise. Then, like, can you prove these people aren't assimilating? Like, what's the evidence to that?
I mean, you brought up Saudi. What happened there?
I'm asking, can you prove these people aren't assimilating?
Can I prove that these people aren't assimilating?
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay. Who's the people? Hang on.
Muslims.
Hang on, I'm walking through a
Are you talking
washroom.
about Muslims in America?
Yeah, in America.
Yeah.
So just in general.
Just in general, that they're not assimilating?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't like, they have like, they're allowed to like marry their cousin and stuff.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Scratch? You have Google next to you.
Okay.
Are Muslims allowed to marry their cousin in the U.S. outside of what, Alabama? Are you allowed to do that in Alabama?
Yeah, I think you are.
All right.
Yes, Muslims can marry cousins. Islamic law permits first cousin marriage.
Okay,
But
but
I'm not talking about
that's-
Islamic law. I'm talking about U.S. law.
And also,
We're talking about what? Not.
so
Th-
you because
so,
I
okay,
yeah,
so
because
if
most
you're a Muslim-
most U.S. states allow you to marry your cousin. Okay, that's Yeah.
Your first cousin?
Yes, it's disgusting. I agree with you that it's disgusting, but it's
It's
not
already-
incompatible. If both agree that he
Okay.
can do that, it's not incompatible. So I guess your
True.
argument falls apart. I say let's crack down on cousin marriage on both sides of the aisle.
Sure. And anyways, when I ask you about assimilation, I'm not asking you, right, to name, oh, these are things that are allowed in Sharia law, right? I'm asking you for like more studies or statistics that show like here's some set beliefs that Muslims have, and they haven't like changed these beliefs as they've come to America and spent time here.
Okay, I mean, well, look, if you say, "Hey, I'm a Muslim," wouldn't that like you believe in what the Quran says, correct?
You believe in your interpretation of the Quran, yeah?
Whatever
Did I
argument
freeze?
I can make an identical argument for Christians.
Like if like me saying if you're a Christian, you believe in like what the Bible says. Like I guess, but
Correct.
that person believes in their interpretation of the Bible. Like something what a Methodist versus a Catholic versus like I don't know, a fucking Lutheran believes in is completely different because they all have extremely different interpretations of the Bible.
Oh no!
Oh, what? Okay, hang on. Sorry, my baby's up.
Oh, all right.
I'll mute myself. I'll be back.
You're good, man.
Of course.
What's YouTube chat saying? Yes, believing in the Quran makes one Muslim. Islam hasn't. The core of Islam, whether you're Sunni, Muslim, or otherwise, the root of it is rotten. Rip Asia. No, a Christian is a follower of Christ, not just a believer. Even the devil believes. YouTube chat. YouTube chat. YouTube chat.
Oh
YouTube
man,
chat.
gotta
I
love
don't.
YouTube.
What's a creative way to like tell people to get you know what I mean? Creative way to say that.
I'm not gonna lie, this is getting kind of boring.
This conversation.
I wish we had like creative arguments, you know.
True.
Well, like if I could come up with any, then I would probably believe it. Like if I could come up with a convincing argument that was creative or like interesting, then I would probably be like, huh, maybe this is an interesting perspective to consider. But I just can't do it, and no one has ever presented anything convincing me that we should like unleash the ban hammer on Muslims or whatever.
I'll write some
It's
more.
just never happened.
Kat, what's up, man?
Hello.
Hello. Which prompt do you disagree with?
I don't really disagree with anything. I just have like a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you think black people can be racist?
Why do I think
It
black
says
people can be racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I define racism as like prejudice, somebody being racist is somebody having prejudice towards somebody based on their race. Black people have the ability to be prejudiced towards people based on their race. Therefore, black people can be racist.
Yeah, when I say that to other people, they talk about systematic racism. Like, can't you
Yeah,
just
that's
be
another thing.
racist to people individually?
Black
You
people don't
need
have
a
systemic power.
Yeah.
So in that sense, they cannot be racist. But in the majority of senses, it's like, or not in the majority, but like when we're talking about like just racism colloquially, like yo, bro, that's racist. I would agree. Yeah, they can be racist. But like if they're
Yeah,
talking
like-
about
Yeah, just if you get into that argument, just ask like why do you have the qualifier systemic to racism?
exactly, it's just like yeah.
Okay,
So
thank you.
technically, yeah, they can be they technically, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, in the systemic context, yeah, you can't be racist. You're black. You don't have power. You're not at the top of the hierarchy. That's like saying like that worker is exploiting his boss. Like that's not really gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
still
know,
possible for that worker to be classist though towards his boss.
yeah, the worker can be like, we should kill all rich people, and that is classist. But it's not exploitative. It's not, you know, there's fairly straightforward. It's very semantic though. It's a little rage baity.
Well,
This is
I think
probably
there's
just
two things.
Scratch is probably trying to left
huh?
punch. I said this is probably just Scratch trying to left punch to farm views.
I am left punching. I also think there's like
Hi, Bubby.
there's a fine line between leftists and black separatists, and then black separatists using like this like weird leftist definition of racism to like try and mask their racism towards white people.
Mm. Although it's not like black separatists have systemic power.
Nope, they don't.
Nowadays, they're kind of just online.
Yeah, I last time I talked to them, I think I just told them I'd line them all up if I had the chance to. Based, because they were literally like saying, "Build Auschwitz-Birkenau too for Whitey." Like, okay, bro.
It's just aesthetic. They don't actually believe that. It's just aesthetic. It's the same reason groypers are
Oh,
anti-
okay. It's like tankies.
It's tankies, yeah. It's tankies, it's groypers. It's just the exact same social problem of like people can't afford shit. They feel like they have no purpose in their life. So they find meaning in online communities, and those online communities say extreme shit. And they don't actually believe that extreme shit, but they go along with it because it's cool to believe something that a lot of other people in your community believe.
True.
That's it. That's all it is. That's why we have groypers. Groypers, and it's why it exists. No one actually wants to do politics. People just want to be in clubs.
That hood jabber is only cool within a few blocks radius. Once you get into the real world, that's a completely disrespectful.
What is?
That hood jabber is only cool within a few blocks radius.
You know, this is racism.
Yeah, that's just racist.
This
Yes.
is racist.
This is racist.
And I
That's why
think
we have
that
leftists
people,
that,
I think
chant
honestly,
the same
in terms of
nonsense that
person-to-person
doesn't make
racism,
sense.
I think in terms of person-to-person racism, right, white people still do hold more power just like because of context.
Oh. Just make sure, but when you're talking to these people, be upfront about you believing systemic racism, and then just
Mhm.
make sure the argument should be that like, when
I would never personally
okay,
make this
my
argument because it
my
risks
problem is that
confusion.
when you say hey, black people can't be racist, you're saying anytime somebody says somebody is racist, you're always referring to systemic racism, and you're lessening the utility that we can use by just adding qualifiers onto these words.
And you could also just like redefine, okay, discrimination or like being mean. But like, yeah, I get it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of this comes from like 2020 era like woke leftism. You know what I mean? Where
I
it's
don't
like
think
we need to
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
we need to clarify the language we used. When we use the word racism, we're referring to this, even though like the word racism is very firmly ingrained in people's heads as being another thing. And so now it's like you have to do the same qualifier where on the surface level, every single argument that the left makes sounds moronic, even though unless you like actually listen to what they say.
Which shouldn't be. Our argument should be simpler to understand, so we appeal to people.
Oh wow,
dumb.
what is this? No one's ever
have-
made this statement before.
I
I
know,
have
true.
another
Right.
question.
Well, like it's like the wait. Do you remember like the "Kill All Men" slogan? Were you there for that?
Oh my god, dude, I remember that.
It's
I was
like-
in like middle school.
Yeah, the "Kill All Men" slogan was like, well, the "Kill All Men" slogan really isn't like what's actually saying 2 paragraphs. What we're actually saying really here is that women don't really have an outlet to express this oppression that men do, and they're not really saying actually kill men, but it's more of like a feminist outrage at the fact that at the patriarchy and the fact that men hold power over them. It's like
It's
just
it's
don't
basically
say
people
statements
saying-
like
yeah.
that. So stupid.
It's literally what it is I am right and you know I'm right, so now I get to be annoying. I'm right, you know, and I know I'm right, so now I get to be annoying, and that's just what it is.
Well, I think leftists who, so I punch. This is why I punch
Leftists want
leftists.
to be exclusionary. They want to be above liberals.
Yes.
And I you know, I like as a leftist, it's like the fact that like leftists are exclusionary is like the main reason that we have such a huge like it's leftists being exclusionary and it's like material conditions, you know. And then of course, you know, whatever the hell Kamala Harris did on her 2024
Whatever the hell is. What's the only
Whatever
thing
the hell Kamala Harris did.
I'm more becoming of a position. The only good thing Kamala Harris did was win the debate against Trump.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. Come on, Liz Cheney, are we dead ass?
Yeah. Is it the more embarrassing thing is that she's the only one who's won a debate against Trump. Like how
Oh my
incompetent
God.
and and imagine that just shows you how
I don't wanna talk
incompetent
about
everybody else
Democrats.
is.
I don't want to talk about the Democrats. I don't want to get mad right now.
Okay.
Republicans don't make me mad. Democrats make me mad. Republicans are they're Republicans. They're like they're like a force.
True.
They just exist. They're like gravity. They always pull down. Democrats are like your annoying fucking Ugh. I don't even know how to describe it.
True. Hey, it looks like if the Congress gets back in session, we might get those ACA subsidies though.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We've decided after a lot of deliberation that we're going to concede in exchange for 2 lollipops and a nickel.
No,
the nickel will go
For-
towards
we decided to concede for 2 lollipops, a nickel, and Mike Johnson said that he'll personally suck me off under the desk while all Congress is in session. So I think that's fair.
We've conceded in exchange for a statement from the Republicans saying that they're deeply sorry to the American people. And I've also written a firmly worded letter to Donald Trump. Since when has Ro Khanna become progressive? Has that always been a thing, or did I miss that?
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Why is he progressive now? Why
Everybody's
is he
seeing the
saying he's
shift.
progressive now?
I think it's
so.
a Marjorie Taylor Greene strategy.
I think yeah. It's like, wasn't he Israel's greatest soldier? Am I mixing him up with someone else?
The left ideology allows for lots of variations. It boils down to controlling everything around you. Right-wing ideology is very limiting and guiding, as it does not allow you to take control. What?
We got Peter Spiel over here.
The left ideology allows you to be variations. It boils down to controlling everything around you. What? Anarchist question mark?
Anarchism is when I control everything.
True. What was I?
I guess anarchism is when I control my own bedtime.
True. Me when I rage against the evil oppression of having to clean my room.
I have another question. So I'm confused on why people think Islam is gonna like ruin America, and I thought like America
They're
was like a
xenophobic.
country.
It's because they're
Yeah.
racist.
But I thought America was like a country that was like, I guess, multi-religion or something.
It's because they're racist.
It's because they're racist.
It's it. We just talked to a guy for like 15 minutes, and he kept referring to demographics, and I just kind of at the end, I just said, "All right, is it white culture you care more about, or do you care more about whiteness?" And he said, "Why is caring about whiteness bad?" And I'm like, "Okay, so the debate is done. You're just racist. That's it. End of story." Like,
But
it's
if
just
sorry to cut you off, but if that were the case, then wouldn't they be racist to like Christians too? Because Jesus isn't even white; he's Middle Eastern, which would make him West Asian.
no, that's not the point. Also,
But
white Jesus.
Renee, was it? Renee?
White Jesus is more influential than
Reina.
actual
Reina?
Jesus.
Okay, sorry, I can't pronounce names. Do you disagree with the prompts?
Yeah, I think there's like way more Christians than Islam at all. I hate Islam, but I don't think it would ever destroy the US
So you don't
Dog,
or
I
destroy
asked if you
any
disagree with
country.
any of the prompts.
It is not going to destroy the U.S. Clarifier, sentence clarifier.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you correctly.
Oh my god, banger. It's so peak. It's so good.
Scratching cringy, maybe dyslexic. We just have to accept that. I am dyslexic. It's not maybe. There's no maybe there. There just is. No. Okay. I'm sorry, dude. I had to drop you, but good memes. Good memes.
Yeah, tough.
Earlier you said that wasn't like the point, but you said it was racism. So how is that not the point?
What?
Maybe I'm just not getting something.
The point is racism. That is the point. The point is cruelty. The point is racism. The point is my life is bad, so I'm gonna make
Well-
that guy's life worse, so I feel better.
Yeah. It's hard for me to think like it's anything else other than like some kind of Islamophobia.
It's just right, like
Or xenophobia. Here.
The...
Xenophobia is like at minimum. Islamophobia probably. Racism, good chance. I'll put it that order.
What does xenophobia like? What is the definition? Like I
It
don't
just
even know
means
the definition of that word.
prejudice
It's
towards
just afraid of
foreigners.
things that are different.
Oh.
and it usually applies to like people from different countries. But I honestly think it's not really xenophobia. I think it's just racism. I think because there's like a clarifier.
Uh huh.
You know?
Well, the problem is, Urpel, do you know who Annoying Poutine is on here?
The French guy?
Yeah, French guy.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah. He's white. He gets like the exact same treatment as like all the other partners, no matter if they're brown or not. So I've
Really?
yes, they actually
Okay,
hate
but
that
he's
guy.
French, and people like meme hate on French people.
Yeah, but he'll come up in live and be like, yeah, so I think that it is okay to like we shouldn't be like violating the Constitution, suppressing people. You're not even fucking American. Get the fuck off my panel. Holy shit, these disgusting rabid fucking foreigners. You think you can come from talking on my panel? Fuck off.
Is
I
he
was
from
holy
Quebec?
shit,
Well,
calm
that's
down.
actually true. Then it's like, wow. I guess I'm wrong. Never mind.
Is he from Quebec or France?
Quebec, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I also the reason I do think there's like I think that's why I say it's minimum it's xenophobia. I think a lot of it's Islamophobia. I think people still just hate fucking Muslims, and then
I
a
think
lot of it is right, and then a lot of it is racism too.
I think racism is the deeper embedded reason, but I think the xenophobia is slightly performative. That's
If
got to
I-
be performative.
Well,
'cause,
I-
like
Yeah.
4 years ago, people would not be doing that shit.
Yes. It seems it's gotten worse. Like the discrimination.
I
Is like
think that it's
not just the
performative.
Browns now. It's everybody. Fuck all. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
I think it's performative. I think the xenophobia bit is played up.
I do think like necessarily. Well, I think that I think there's like a rise in xenophobia generally, where like all people, just like all immigrants. I think the arguments that they make necessarily mean it has to be some kind of race based, in a sense. Because if you say, okay, what about immigrants from like Europe? Do we care about those? Well, no, they have Western culture. They can assimilate into America. Versus, all these other people who happen to be brown from these other countries,
Just say
they
they're
aren't
white.
assimilating, right? So like,
Just
okay.
say, I just wish they would say what they actually believe, which is I don't want the Great White Race to lose its prominence. I want
Yeah,
the
Charlie
Great
Kirk.
White Race to rule all.
So how's America?
It's doing great, actually. I think we're just about to. I think one more immigrant and we'll achieve
Here.
financial
Here, let
stability
me
for all.
let me so this circle I'm just gonna put an X. This is xenophobia, right? This circle is like put I for Islamophobia, and then this circle is like racism. I think all of them are Islamophobic, or is xenophobic. A lot of them are Islamophobic, and still a good chunk of them are actually just genuinely racist.
I think that it's more like racism is red. The outer circle is like the outer circle is blue. The inner circle is like green, and then the whole thing is tinted red.
The whole thing should be bright pink.
It's because like it's all a little racist.
Now all the arguments like kind of blend into each other. It's just hard to tell these days.
Well, when you're talking to right wingers, it's like what they argue versus what they believe are different things.
True.
Are you guys Muslim?
No.
Yes, I'm Muslim.
Oh, you're Muslim. That's cool.
Inshallah, I will become Muslim.
Inshallah. Habibi.
You don't
Inshallah.
have the
This is
Habibi pass,
this is
bro. You do not have the Habibi
I have the Habibi pass. Shut the fuck up. Okay. that is a haram statement. Okay, that's not halal. Halal.
Do you also speak Arabic?
No, I'm joking. I'm not.
Wait, I'm looking at YouTube chat. Look at the trillions in foreign investment he has made happen. True. Trillions. Gazillions, even.
Yeah, let's keep being things that don't exist. My turn. Dragon, nuts on your forehead. What does that even mean?
I think people are arguing about Israel.
True. Bro, oh my gosh. I was talking to somebody. It was like, yeah, when people from different cultures play different music around me, I feel uncomfortable. And when people with different accents speak around me, I feel uncomfortable. It's like, you're Islamophobic. And I was like, you can't accuse him of that. That's a big, very strong word. Liberals just use it. He's saying he gets uncomfortable hearing different accents around him.
Well, you said uncomfortable, not afraid, so it's not allowed. So
Bro.
he is llama uncomfy.
He's Islamic uncomfy.
He's
He didn't even, no,
Islamic
he didn't, dude. He
uncomfy.
didn't even specify to Islamic, right? This guy was black. He just specified it to any foreign accent, into any foreign music.
Mamma mia.
Does he feel that way around like other black people when they have different accents?
Probably.
Like he's like he hears a Nigerian person talk, and he's like, ooh, disgusting.
Fine. Hans.
I think your prompts are kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, Scratch.
They are boring.
I think it's too easy. I think the debates are too easy because it's impossible to argue either of those, like against either of those, by the way that you're presenting them. Because the first one, you're just gonna get like just people who are racist, and they're just gonna go in circles until you say you're racist, and they're like, yes, I am, owned, and then that's the debate.
Okay.
They're gonna start by saying, well, I'm not racist, but, and then they're gonna end by saying, yes, I am racist. Cry about it. And then they're gonna call you the N-word, and then they're gonna leave.
Wait, what do you think the prompts would be then?
I don't know. Maybe something about like Vuvuzela? Like just like about the Venezuela? I don't know. Something.
I don't agree with the teachings of Islam because they promote human rights violations.
Habibi, this is a halal place, okay? We don't reach at haram
They
shit around here,
promote
okay?
human rights violations.
Okay.
Okay.
Kanye West is a woman.
Okay,
It's the truth.
Do you disagree with the prompt?
I believe that radical Islam destroys every country that it gets power in, and it will never get power in the U.S.
Notice
But
I said
if it
radical.
were to, it would
Where does
try
the prompt
to.
say radical Islam?
It says Islam.
Okay,
We
it's
both
all-
disagree with radical Islam.
Is all Islam radical?
No, all of it isn't radical,
So I don't
but
know
the
why you said
radicals
radical
sneak
Islam.
in.
Nice. So nice. Thanks for not answering the question. Do you disagree with the prompt?
Okay, you want me to answer the prompts?
Yes.
Mm-hmm, that's the point.
Okay, number one, no, it will not. Number two, yes, everyone can be racist. Everyone is racist.
All right, cool.
I'm not racist.
We all have implicit biases, Cat Gang.
Bro.
Implicit biases.
It's
You
kinda
gotta
dumb,
check
alright.
yourself.
Okay.
You gotta check yourself.
True. Nobody's racist.
Like,
Okay.
you're privileged.
I think when somebody being racist is like you're consciously being prejudiced towards somebody based on their race. I don't think.
I think if a white lady is like walking down the street, she sees a black guy and she clutches her purse, it's like,
But that's usually like a conscious action.
I don't know.
Like I feel like if the thought comes, if like you're a white lady walking the street and the thought comes in your head, oh they're black, and like and you get nervous, but then you realize, okay, well this is just like internalized racism I have. There's no reason for me to be scared. I don't think that person's racist.
No, you're not racist because you're.
I think
like,
that you have internalized racism though, but that person
Yeah.
isn't racist.
Do you think everyone has internalized racism?
Yes, including
Sure.
black people.
Groupism. Groupism exists everywhere.
Black people are literally racist towards each other. That's like
Yes.
statistically true.
But I personally think I don't have internalized racism. I don't stereotype people.
Well, damn, good job.
Thank you.
If that's true, that's good job. Good on you, man.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate it.
completely and totally deconstructed.
I'm actually completely deconstructed from all internalized racism. I've also achieved total inner
Yeah.
peace. I've established internal communism, such that all of my cells,
like, on a
are-
record.
all of my cells are.
There
each according to
was
the
probably a
belief,
time
each
like
according to the belief.
3 years ago.
I guess.
There was probably a time 3 years ago where like if I was on the street at night and there's a black person, I felt like slightly uncomfortable. I don't feel that way anymore, but I used to. because like I also had internalized racism.
Yeah,
And I
Scratch
probably
wasn't
still
raised
do,
by
and
black
I probably
people,
still
he was
have
raised by
some
white
like
people.
kind of internalized racism.
I feel
Um,
uncomfortable sometimes.
yeah, and
You know, maybe
that's
speaking
I'm
of
not like, by the way, I'm not shaming people. That's normal to feel because we grow up in a system which like teaches those stereotypes of people.
I
But
live
you
in
just
Canada,
you need
so
to
maybe
consciously
it's
make the
like
actions to
different.
like understand that like those feelings are
Oh,
irrational.
bless
So
you.
So go
Canadians
ahead,
is just
Kat.
like that, but with Indians.
I was saying I live in Canada, so maybe it's different. Like we don't really do that here.
Don't you guys just like do that with Indians, or like what is it?
I mean, no, because I am Indian. Like I'm half. My mom is Indian.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
But
I'm Native American.
oh yeah, that's really nice. But I
Yes.
know I can't really speak for the white people or other like people in Canada here, because I know like
they're absolutely
some of
racist people in
I love
Canada.
my girlfriend. What's up, man? I got a couple questions for you.
That's
Yeah.
Levi.
Hi guys, how are you?
Okay, so
Good.
first question: Why did you cuck yourself out to avoid?
Huh?
Why did you cuck yourself out to avoid? The first question.
I have no clue what you just said.
Why'd
I'm
you
hearing
cuck
why'd
your-
you
Why'd you
cluck?
what? No, why'd you cuck yourself out to avoid?
What does that mean?
Femoid.
Femoid.
What does that mean?
Female.
Oh my god.
Why'd I
Female.
cluck myself out to?
Female. Femoid. Void. So why did you? Yes.
Dude, it's
I'm
it's
learning
a
today.
double layered slang. It's double layered slang.
Oh. Wait, are you asking why I have a girlfriend?
Yeah, why'd you cuck yourself out to avoid?
Or
Because he loves his girlfriend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Also,
be,
the
be,
person who
strong,
said
be
that
stronger,
they're
my soldier.
Indian-
Be stronger. Just joking. I'm fucking fucking dude. Okay. Okay. Second question. Do you disagree with any of the prompts?
You guys ever played Madden before?
This guy's cool. I like this guy. Keep him
No.
up here.
Okay.
I'm grinding Madden right now.
Based. So like, do you disagree with any of the prompts, or are you just here to talk?
I'm just here to talk.
I'm just here because
You know
I
what?
found
Okay,
it
this
live.
is a really weird correlation I've just found, but like I've just noticed that every single conservative I've ever spoken to either does not have a girlfriend or is old and has a wife that they probably hate.
I do not have a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend.
But is that am I the only one making that connection here?
No, not really.
I think you're right.
Actually, yeah. You probably
The
are.
internet conservatives. This doesn't apply to like real world like
What is
stupid
it?
fucking college kid conservatives.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm in college.
My bad.
Oh, what's your major?
I'm there for
Oh damn.
because I like to
Shit.
draw.
Ain't no flirting in my life.
Yeah, please leave me alone.
I just
I think
drafted
That is
good.
a
that is
punter and
no
a kicker.
cat. Cat. That is
The pu-
no
the-
way to approach a man.
The
I think
kicker
I'm-
was
I think I'm
ranked
good.
number 3 in the draft. The punter
Cat,
is
that
ranked
is
number
no way
5.
to approach a man. Okay.
I'm not into that. I just asked him
I'm
what's
just
his
I'm
major.
joking. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Wait, so are you guys liberal or are you conservative?
I'm a leftist.
I'm a leftist.
I'm both.
I didn't really ask. I was asking.
Yes, you did. Actually, you said you guys. Thank you
Shit.
very much.
Okay.
We said
okay,
guys.
let's
Guys
calm
is
down.
gender
No, he
neutral
said
term.
you guys, which is
okay,
plural.
okay. Let's
So
calm down. Guys
Said
is
guys.
sexually neutral. Yeah, guys is a neutral word. Okay, there's no.
Guys is a
there's no
neutral
gender.
gender
It's a
neutral
gender
word.
neutral word.
Because I want to be able to call
know.
women guys.
True.
What?
See, like, bro, Cat, what's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
what's up?
I was
See.
talking to you.
Oh
Get
my
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm gonna end the YouTube live stream.
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
really
Keep that
appreciate
going,
how I'm
nice.
being like bullied on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Merry Christmas.